Hello, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So before I start, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. That would help me greatly to carry on making these videos, and it would push on YouTube to get my videos out sooner rather than later. So if you do watch the videos but you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would be ever so grateful. Okay, this video. I was going to do a video about the ticket touting statement that Liverpool Football Club had put out. However, having done the last video, which was the Chelsea post-match, and I did it literally straight after the game, it was the feelings of my emotions straight after the whistle that I needed to get the video out, because the performance wasn't good. Certainly from the coach on slot or the players themselves, and I did not have a go. It was constructive criticism. It was the third loss of the week. We shouldn't have really lost the Chelsea game, but we did. And yeah, so I let my feelings not go a bit. It was just my honest opinion, and there was over 130 watches of the video, which was, again, thank you very much for you guys there. So what's made me do this video? Well, the title of the video is, should Liverpool fans ditch the Jota song for the sake of the team? Now, this goes on the back of, I listened to Onslaught's interview and I could see where he was coming from. But the interview that interested me, who got my attention, was the Virgil Van Dijk one outside the bus, where you could see the lights were flashing, but he had some sports reporters there asking him questions, and he said something that sort of like, did it prick my conscience? Possibly, but I'm going to let you guys decide. Okay, so he said, this is what he said. It was a 5-minute interview. I'm not doing the whole 5 minutes. He said, I said from the start this was going to be a difficult season for multiple reasons, and we must go through this as one. It's about us seeing that the perspective as players and staff. I want the fans also to see that perspective. But we live in a world where there is so much noise going on, and we have to deal with that as well. It's down to us to keep working, find the results, stick together, find confidence, keep clean sheets and score goals. Now, that was just a segment of his statement, and there were other things in his statement that he was saying, but I don't want you guys to concentrate too much on that. But just what he said in that little paragraph there. So what I've decided to do is a 6-point sort of like, it's not a presentation, it's just, let's see if the song about Diogo Jota is having an impact on the players mentally when it's sung on 20 minutes. So this is what I've put together, and it's really up to you guys to come back to me in the comments below. When I put it out on X and all the other socials, I'll ask the same question. What are your thoughts as well? Okay, so I've done the introduction as football culture throughout the world is rich with tradition, and one of the most iconic aspects of match days is the singing of songs dedicated to players. And at Anfield, the Liverpool faithful, that's us, are well known for rousing choruses, including the popular chant for Diogo Jota. However, should there be a debate on whether it might be time to retire the song to better support the team during matches? So that's really, I'm asking what it says on the tin, basically. So the second segment is, look, the role of player songs in football as a general. Player-specific songs have long served to boost the morale of both the targeted players and the wider team. These chants foster a sense of unity between the terraces and the pitch, creating an intimidating atmosphere for visiting teams and reminding players of their unwavering support they have from the stands. Okay, so straightforward again for you guys. So the next segment, I put arguments for ditching the Jota song. So if you look at it in its whole context, okay, so distraction during games. And I wrote, the circumstances of how Diogo and his brother Andre Silva died prior to the start of pre-season is still fresh in the mind of club staff and supporters alike, as on the 20 minutes, the terraces erupt in unison. Team cohesion, emphasising one player over others may inadvertently detract from the team first mentality that has been crucial to Liverpool's recent successes. Performance pressure. The spotlight from a popular song can place undue pressure on players to perform, potentially affecting their confidence and gameplay. So, in there, I've sort of like used the word mentality, which is bandied about frequently at Liverpool when they play games. Yes, they've got good mentality. Players always have at Liverpool. The players have mentioned that in the past. But is this song that is sung on 20 minutes affecting the team? Because everybody sings it, really, don't they? From the four sides of Anfield, and the away supporters, certainly, you can hear them singing it. And look, the players and staff at Liverpool Football Club are still going through the grieving process of the tragic event. You saw Mo Salah openly crying after the Bournemouth game because the fans were singing the song after the game. You saw Andy Robertson visibly upset and saying wow and turning round and walking back towards the dressing room. So you can clearly see players are affected. Look, the staff and players at Liverpool Football Club are supported by in-house help. Support. The players might be being helped from who they want to get help from the outside. Look, I'm no psychologist or anything, but we've all had a grieving process to go through, or majority of us have. And it takes form in several different ways to when you get past the grieving part of it. Clearly, for the staff, and I'm talking about all staff, the girls in the canteen, the lads that maybe mark the pitches out, sort the pitches out, the stewards, the managers in different departments, their staff. It affects everybody that Diogo came into contact with. But most of all, the players who are still affected by this, because it's still raw and it still feels new. They have to deal with it on a sort of like a very personal level on the pitch. So when we start singing the song, that's the question I'm really saying. Is it affecting the performance of the players? Because it was a friend, it was a teammate who was with them through thick and thin. And is it a distraction? That's what I'm sort of like looking at in the arguments for ditching the song. And again, it's up to you guys. I mean, the last bit of that, is the performance pressure. The spotlight of a popular song can place undue pressure on the players to perform, potentially affecting their confidence and gameplay. So yeah. My next section is reasons to keep the Jota song. Boosting morale. For many players, hearing a song of a teammate can be uplifting and motivating, spurring them to even greater heights. Is that happening? Fan engagement. The song is not just about Jota, it's an expression of the fans' joy and connection of him when he played for the team. It helps maintain the electric atmosphere that Anfield is famous for. Tradition and identity. Songs like these are woven in the fabric of the club's identity. So removing them, would it detract from the performances of the game? Or the unique match day experience at Anfield. So, we have great songs at Anfield. We really do. Home and away. We've had great songs since the 50s, when Bill Shankly transformed the club. So yeah. Reason to keep the song. Should we sing it at certain times? I realise we sing it in 20 minutes because that was his shirt, and forever our number 20. Is it the song that affects the players on the pitch, or is it something that when I put the tweet out last night that I was making a video about this, about the song to be retired, I had lots of interactions. Blue Noses, who really haven't had a brain cell to digest what the question was, and putting laughing emojis on there. Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, calling names about the idea, which, look, I'm thick-skinned, they just get blocks. But I have spoken to real Liverpool fans who wanted to speak about it. Some agreed, some disagreed. We had a conversation. I urged them to watch this video because this is about helping the team. And the team has 7 games in 21 days, starting with the Manchester United game at home after the international break. And if there's anything I would love, is for us to smash them at Anfield, especially after last season. And so, look, I'm digressing a bit, but can you see where I'm sort of like coming from? So my next bit of the segment is striking the balance. So I've given you the arguments for and the argument against retiring the song. Rather than ditching the Jota song altogether, it might be more beneficial to encourage a balanced approach. Fans could be mindful and applaud on 20 minutes, ensuring that the support for the entire team remains the priority. So there's the important bit for me. Again, possibly rotating the chant. We already have a wide range of songs, and timing player-specific anthems to a moment. Well, we do that on 20 minutes, don't we? But can we do it maybe at the beginning of the game, maybe at the end of the game? When there is most impact, this would allow fans to show their support without risking any negative effects on the performance of the team cohesion. And I mentioned cohesion before to you guys. Look, my last segment is the conclusion. And I've been open whilst I've done this video with you guys. We maybe lost something from the players that are playing for us at the moment, and especially in the last week when they lost those 3 games on the bounce. Look, the conclusion, ultimately, there is no definitive answer to whether the Jota song should be retired. The power of football songs lies in their ability to unite supporters and players alike, if sung in the right spirit and at the right moments. These chants continue to play a vital role in Liverpool's matchday atmosphere. The key is to ensure that the collective support for the team is never overshadowed by the focus on one individual. So it's very difficult. I just didn't know how to come to that conclusion. I scrubbed it 3 or 4 times. Some of it just didn't make sense to me, but I hope this one does. The team needs our support, as always, and we always give 110%. The question that, can we help the players? Can we start helping the players by removing the chant on 20 minutes? Can it go to an applause? Can we sing Jota's song before the game? After the game? Or maybe if we're 3-0 up, there's 5 minutes to go, something like that. And just let the players know who are playing for the club that, we've got your back. We understand what you're going through. We're going through it with you. It's a delicate one. There's never a right way or wrong way to make a video like this. But it's just what I thought I needed to do. So what are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments section below. I'd like to interact with you guys, and you tell me what you think of this video. As I said, there's no right or wrong about it. Let's have a debate about it. Can we get the team over the next 7 games in 21 days before the next international break? Yes, there's another one in November. But yeah, we do. We need to get behind the players, and maybe I, as a pundit, a supporter, somebody who makes videos about the games before and after, might need to rethink a few things. So this is just my honest opinion about the situation, and I'd love to get your feedback. Okay, as I've said before, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a like, please share it, please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will do another video. There might be a follow-on video with, if I get some interaction on here. I will do another video next week. The players will have had again played 1 or 2 games. Some players will be back early, some later, but I'll do one about the players who are on international duty and see how many games they've played. Okay, that's enough from me. Up the Reds.